Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I do have my camera set to where it's a little bit closer, and I'm going to show you some cards. So I want just a little bit closer. Okay. I used the new August 2025 sheet load of cards by Call Me Crafty Owl. I wanted to use this one because I particularly like the ones that say they're made for 6x6 paper, because I don't know, I have a lot of 6x6 paper, and I like to use it in cards, but you don't get many card sketches. Well, this card sketch is kind of interesting. You don't even use the whole 6x6 sheet. You use these pieces, and there's always a little bit left over. I did not use those little leftovers to decorate the inside of my cards because one of them was very small. It's like, hang on a second, I'll show you how big it is. That one side is like this small. And I could have made little flags, and I still might, but honest to goodness, I didn't enjoy the way the cards turned out, so I didn't really want to do it. So basically what you're doing is you're gluing all these little pieces right here onto a card base. So I had some I have some craft A2 envelopes, so I made the base in craft cardstock, and the card base is craft cardstock, and then this is blue. I made it brown. It was just kind of a mess. I did pull out this simple vintage October 31st, and when I got these papers, I love them because they are double-sided. They had their own ephemera. Unfortunately, I like the other side of the ephemera page. I did not use the ephemera. I went a totally different direction, and I can't even remember which one I used out of this, actually. Which one did I use? I don't know. I don't use that. No, I used that spider one. I just don't know where it is right now. I know I used the spider one. Where is the little devil? Yeah. God, there's not just one page, is there? Okay, I used that one. And then I had this Park Lane Crypts and Cobwebs, and I think I used 2 pages out of it. Yeah. It has cut aparts too, but I also have the ephemera that goes with this one. Let's see, what did I use? I did not use spider webs out of this one. I used one of these. Yeah, that one. And then I used these. I used the back of this one because this one's pretty much a throwaway page, basically, which I don't like. It was all that shiny stuff, so I used the back of it, which is the branches. All right, I've showed you what I used, but then I didn't use, I used the spiders out of one book, but then I went back to the file back to the Recollections Halloween Basics. Let's see, this is from 2024, and I used this paper right here, and I used it with my spiders. Okay, and I really like this paper. It has a lot of small prints on it to where you can use it for cards. And I have the other one too for the year before. I think they had another one. And I want to go up. When I was up to Michael's a couple weeks ago, they didn't have their paper out yet. I think I said that. Okay. Oh, and this also calls for you to use 3-inch circles out of vellum, and then put your sentiment or your decoration. I got this way too far that way. Oh, I did end up using some of my my numbers. I'm just going to show you these this first one. So let me see if I got, well, where in the world? Oh, they're there. Couldn't find them. These are the ones that I made. I made 2 of those and 2 of these. Now, I used that 3-inch circle, but that's, something's got to give here. What I did was, I didn't have any sentiments that would look good on that. So I went ahead and used these. I think I showed you the other day. I had all these spider webs. And American Crafts 20. I put my glasses on. It does help. I promise you this. 2022, I think. No, 2015. Oh my gosh. So I used those spider webs. I used my spider punch that I have from it's old. I think I'm gonna have to put glue behind that. It's a Fiskars. I'm coming. This, I use that. I have the spider and the cat. And it was bright orange paper, and I inked it a lot. And then this Boo 31, Beware, Spooky and Wicked. Those are from the Tim Holtz. It looks like the old label maker tape. This, I think I need to come in and put a little bit more glue on this side. I just used, oh, someone said, oh, you can't put any glue under it. Yeah. And it does show, but see, you can see it right there, how it discolors just a little bit. And you're only supposed to put glue under like this. Well, I put this down after. Anyway, it's glued down. It's not a big deal. This one, I think I used a glue stick underneath part of it, and I don't like that. But see, it's right there. It's not a big deal. Just use, and that was fabric tack. So those were those. And then I made these. And I think you'll recognize some of the things that I used. Yeah. I went ahead and used the circles. Remember these doilies I had, and I forget, told you who had those doilies, who they were sitting in my stash for a long time. Let me see here. These ones. These doilies here, and they are Hampton Arts, and from 2015 again. And then I did end up using 2 of those doilies that were really, really hard to cut out. Of course, that was the only one that looked good. Anyway, did that one. Oh, and on one of these I was doing it, and I figured whenever I started to put it together, I figured, oh my gosh, I put something on upside down. I think it was this one right here. This little piece of paper was upside down. So anyway, I like these a lot. Right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bring it out and show you this. Show you these. So there you go. Those are some Halloween cards. I moved on from Halloween. On to Halloween. Anyway, not going to keep you any longer than that. I am going to change card sketches because that one is really, I don't think it's very conducive to Halloween. So it might be more conducive to Christmas, and that's probably what I'll make it next time. As far as I know, she did not come out with a sketch for July. They did I think a throwback is what they call them. Throwback, something like that. And used a sketch from the previous year. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.